Hello students, today we are going to discuss some very special questions based on integration by substitution. So today's topic is how to handle higher power of sine and cos. So we can divide these questions into some cases like when n is even. Students, when n is even, then our solution is going to be little bit lengthy. There is no choice, like sine square x can be written as 1 minus cos 2x by 2. After that you can integrate. Similarly, sine raised to the power 4 can be written as sine square whole square or 1 minus cos 2x by 2 whole square, or you can apply the formula a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now again cos square 2x can be written as 1 plus cos 4x by 2. So now powers are handled, and we are having only multiple angle which can be integrated very easily. So when n is even, we have no option left. Our solution will be a little bit lengthy, but solution is possible. So in exam, maximum sine raised to the power 4 or sometime sine raised to the power 6 can be given, so we can handle this. But when n is odd, then we can reduce our effort by integration by substitution. How? Like sine raised to the power 11x is there, we can write this as sine raised to the power 10 into sine. Then it can be written as sine square raised to the power 5, and sine square further can be written as 1 minus cos square raised to the power 5, so that I can put cos x as t, so that minus sin x dx dt, and our integral reduces to minus 1 minus t square whole raised to the power 5 dt. Now this can be expanded binomially very easily. So it is 1 plus 5c1 minus t square plus 5c2 minus t square whole square plus 5c3 minus t square whole cube plus 5c4 minus t square raised to the power 4 plus 5c5 minus t square raised to the power 5 dt. So after that we can apply power rule, and hence we can resubstitute t as cos theta, as we have put cos theta as t. Now next category is how to handle sine raised to the power n into cos raised to the power n. Before that I should say that friends, we have handled sine raised to the power n, but similarly cos raised to the power n can also be handled in same method. Now sine raised to the power n into cos raised to the power n. Now case 1, when both are even. Again, when these are even, so our question is going to be lengthy, like sine raised to the power 4 into cos square x. So it is sine raised to the power 4x into 1 minus sine square x. So after opening the bracket we can get 2 integral, and we can proceed as we have discussed above. Now when 1 out of n and m it is odd, so obviously we have no option left, like sine cube x into cos raised to the power 4x. We will split sine cube as sine square into sine, then sine square is written as 1 minus cos square x. After that you can open the bracket and you can put cos x as t, so that I can put cos x as t and minus sin x dx as dt. So after simple power rule, this can be integrated, and after that t can be resubstituted. Now when both are odd, now in this case we can get advantage that we can sorry, we can split the lower power out of sine and cos as one factor. Like cos cube, I am writing cos square x into cos. I could have done sine raised to the power 9 as sine raised to the power 8 into sine, but it is better if you expand lower power. In next step you will come to know, like cos square x can be written as 1 minus sine square x. Now if I write sine raised to the power 9 as sine raised to the power 8 into sine x, and then I can write sine raised to the power 8 as sine square raised to the power 4, or 1 minus cos square x raised to the power 4. Then I have to apply binomial, so which is possible, solution is possible, but I can avoid this situation by reducing the smaller power. So this is the benefit of writing smaller power as product of two ratios. So I am writing cos square x as 1 minus sine square x. Now I am putting sine as t, so cos x dx is dt. So it is simply t raised to the power 9 into 1 minus t square, or after opening the bracket we can get two terms which can be integrated very easily with the help of power rule, and after that we can resubstitute t, so that we are left with required solution. And last case is very typical case. When m plus n is negative even number, then we can put tan x as t. Like demo is there, dx upon sine cube x into cos x. Now as power of sine in standard form, it is sine raised to the power minus 3x into cos raised to the power minus x minus 1x. So sum is minus 4. So I have to put tan x as t. Now where is tan x? I have to create this by multiplying and dividing by cos cube in the denominator, so that I am getting tan cube x in the denominator, and cos raised to the power 4 can be written as secant raised to the power 4, so that it is secant square x into secant square x, or secant square x can be written as 1 plus tan square x. Finally tan x can be substituted as t, secant square x dx is equal to dt, or 1 plus t square by t cube, which can be separated and can be integrated with the help of power rule or log mod t, so that we can resubstitute t and we can get required result. Now further, some more interesting questions are there, like dx upon x square into x raised to the power 4 plus 1 raised to the power 3 by 4. First of all, take x raised to the power 4 common here, and as x raised to the power 4 is having raised to the power 3 by 4, so after writing or simplifying the power, I will get x cube. Now I am having x raised to the power 5 outside the bracket, so if my derivative or differentiation is sharp, so I will put this as t, so that its derivative is minus 4 upon x raised to the power minus 5 dx is equal to dt, or 1 by x raised to the power 5 dx is equal to minus 1 by 4 dt, so that integral reduces to minus 1 by 4 dt by t. Its integration is ln mod t, and after putting t as 1 plus 1 by x raised to the power 4, so we will get required result. Next question is again very interesting. It is 1 upon x raised to the power half plus x raised to the power 1 by 3. Here we try to put x as LCM of 1 by 2 and 1 by 3, which is 1 by 6. So x raised to the power 1 by 6 should be substituted at t as t, so that x is equal to t raised to the power 6. So dx is equal to 6 into t raised to the power 5 dt. So now x is t raised to the power 6, so x raised to the power half is t cube, x raised to the power 1 by 3 is t square. So putting all these values here, now we are in the situation where numerator is having higher degree, so we can use long division, or to avoid long division we can add subtract 1, then splitting the fraction and using the formula a cube minus b cube, we will left with one expression t square plus t plus 1, and second is 1 by t plus 1. So 1 can be integrated with the help of power rule, and second is simply by log mod t plus 1, and finally we can resubstitute t in the form of x. So that's it. That's all for today. Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.